Perfect, excellent. So I'm going to call this x, I'm going to call this y, and we know that x plus y is 30. I also know that this has to be x over 4 everywhere. And here, the circumference equals y, which is 2 pi r, this being the radius of the circle. The total area will be the side squared for the area of the square plus the area of the circle is pi r squared. I'm having some difficulties because I see x and r, so I have to get rid of something here. And let's see how we do that. I'll keep the x. I want to get rid of r. So I'm going to solve this equation for r. So r equals y divided by 2 pi. But I also want to solve this equation for y as 30 minus x and plug it in here. Can have r. Okay, so now the function becomes a function of x with x squared over 16 and plus pi and r squared. R squared will be 30 minus x divided by 2 pi and everything squared. This is the function I need. Let's take a moment and look at it and see if we understand the steps. So we had a wire. It was 30 meters long. We don't know where to cut it, but we know that we would like to know what the side of the square should be for a maximum total area, minimum total area, whatever it is. For now, we have to find the area. So the area of the square is the side squared plus the area of the circle, because we bend this into a circle, is pi r squared. The circumference of the circle equals y, which, because that's, we bend the y into a circle, so this is 2 pi r, and r will be y over 2 pi. But I don't want y, because I would like a function of only one variable, which is x in this case. So I have from this equation, I will write that y equals 30 minus x. So then the radius becomes 30 minus x over 2 pi, but everything squared. Is this okay so far? Is that a yes?
Yes.
Perfect. So I'm not going to simplify anything. I need a prime. Bring down 2 and simplify. So this is x over 8 plus pi, bring down 2, times 30 minus x over 2 pi. So I brought down 2. I subtract 1 from the power, times the inner function prime. 1 over 2 pi stays outside. And when I differentiate the top, I get -1. Maybe it's easier if I show it as 30 over 2 pi minus x over 2 pi. And when we differentiate this, this is 0, so the answer will be -1 over 2 pi only. So this is a side calculation. I wanted to show how I got this. So 2 comes down, I subtract 1 from the power, and when I differentiate the inner function, I get this. Okay, at this point, let's see how we clean this up, because we have to set it equal to 0. I don't know, I can't see where we're going yet, but we'll come up with something. So a prime of x. X over 8 is the nicest piece of this function. Let's see, what else? Ah, I like that. And then I put a minus in front, And I will distribute it here. So plus x minus 30 over 2 pi. Not too bad. Okay, now I have to find the least common denominator. I have no choice. So this is 8 pi, which means that this gets a pi, and this gets a 4. So plus 4x minus 120. I will separate it, and I have pi plus x over 8 pi. Pi plus 4 outside x over 8 pi minus 120 over 8 pi. I don't really need to do that because I want to set it equal to 0. So there is no need to do that. So I just set equal to 0 directly. It's 0 when the top is 0. So pi plus 4 x minus 120 equals 0. The same thing, but there is no need for the denominator anymore. It's not wrong, but I don't need that. So x will be 120 over pi plus 4. I have no idea what this means till I look at it. I want to see roughly what it means. I'm just curious. So pi plus 4. And I get 16.8. 0. Oops. Of course, it's not infinity. I shouldn't even put infinity because all we have here is 30. So what's with my infinity? I'm rushing with infinities everywhere. So in this case, our infinity is 30. Okay. So I'm looking at this. This is a positive number. This is a linear function at the top. It has a positive slope, so it's negative and positive. Okay, at this point, I have to determine where is my function. 100 pages ago, I had a function. Here's my function. Okay, so please plug it in. X squared divided by 16 plus pi parentheses parentheses again, but that's me. If you know what you're doing, that's fine. I'm fine, but I have to put parentheses. And 2 pi and close and square. Okay. So I have x squared over 16. Yes, I have pi outside. I have 30 minus x over 2 pi and everything squared. Yes. Second end table. I want 0. I want 16.8. And I want 30. Okay. So I got 71.62, 31.51, and 56.25. Obviously, this is okay. Obviously, this is okay. And now I make my conclusions. So when x is 0, the area is absolute max. And it equals 71.62 square meters. When x is 16.8, they may not accept that answer. You may have to write this, the exact. Area is absolute min, and it equals 31.51 square meters. At 30, when x is 30, nothing. It's not absolute min, it's not absolute max. So the conclusion is the absolute area, a maximum area, is when we use everything for the circle and nothing for the square. For the minimum possible area, we are using 16.8 in length to bend it into a square, and the rest of 13.2 to bend it into a circle. and the area will be absolute minimum. Very nice problem. I thought we did something similar, but not with these numbers. Any questions? Any questions for me? Is this okay? All calculations are okay here? We understand every step? Anyone? Is anyone there, please? Other questions for me? Is there anything else you would like to look at? I'm hoping that you finish the homework by Wednesday so you can ask more questions and you're all set. Don't forget about chapter 4 assessment is posted. There are only few problems. It's not a big assignment, but it's due on Sunday. And so is WebAssign. Anything else you would like to look at? Anything? Anything?